Hey everyone, this is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Banish with your Ski Southeast update as we go into the weekend. After a little bit of a warm-up early in the week, some severe weather and rain, we actually got some decent snow in the last 24 to 48 hours, and still snowing in spots today to kind of replenish some of that snow from that little warm-up. You can see what's going on across the eastern half of the country. Got two cold fronts that have swept through, and we've got a pretty persistent northwest flow that is continuing today across the southeast, and that northwest flow is bringing not only colder temperatures, but a little bit of snow, enough that we've seen around 1 to 4 inches in North Carolina and more in the 4 to 6 range in the higher elevations of West Virginia and parts of Virginia. You go up there towards Snowshoe, they're coming in with some pretty good totals up there. We've seen at least 3 inches in Somerville there in parts of central West Virginia, and a couple inches up there towards Wisp. It looks like Wisp could be close to about 6 inches. So pretty decent little snowstorm behind that big low, which is now all the way up into eastern Canada. That low is going to continue to move away, and we're going to see pretty decent conditions. If the resorts wanted to make snow, they could make snow tonight. They could actually make snow probably tomorrow night, but the afternoons are going to be warming up. So kind of bluebird skiing this weekend, and really for the last weekend in February, this is a really decent setup for the last weekend of February. Now, folks think maybe the season's coming to an end. Sure, it's winding down a little bit, but we're not totally done yet. I want to show you the GFS model through the weekend. You can kind of see we've got some pretty cold air in place for the weekend, at least at nights. The afternoons will warm up as high pressure slides off to the south. But going into next week, we're going to see another early week warm up, very similar to what we had this week. But going into the end of the week, another big storm with the potential for really, really good snow on the back side of it. Let me show you how this unfolds. This is Monday into Tuesday, and you can see we've got a little bit of rain. Temperatures warm across the southeast, but look at this storm system heading our way on Tuesday into Wednesday. It moves pretty far to the north. You can see the main low up there right around western Ohio, but notice all this snow on the backside. So this will be all rain across most of the resorts here in the southeast. But then watch what happens as we go into Wednesday. The cold air filters in on the backside, and you can actually see we're starting to see some really cold air and some snow on the backside. So let me zoom in closely, and you can see from Wisp all the way down through West Virginia, this will be a good heavy snow on the backside of the system. And as we go into Wednesday afternoon into Thursday, the northwest flow kicks in, and it's pretty cold behind this. That's a pretty good cold high for early March. 1029 high across the southeast, which will be cold enough for snowmaking for a couple days. Then another fast-moving clipper system heads our way Friday. So that first weekend in March actually is not looking all that bad, to be honest with you. Let me kind of show you the totals I think we're going to see out of this, the two storms. You can see up and down the spine there, we're looking at generally in the 3 to 4, maybe 5, 6 inch range. So not a total lost cause yet for the ski season. After another little warm-up next week, another blast of cold air and snow. So this weekend looks great, and next weekend looks great. And I tell you, if you're a ski resort operator in the southeast, that's what you want. You want the good weather for skiing on the weekends, and if you get a little warm weather during the week, that's not bad. So don't give up on the season yet. The ski summit's going to be great next weekend up at Snowshoe, because they're going to have another blast of snow, some of the best conditions of the season this late in the year, because there's so much snow on the ground. And I think we're going to get an extended ski season. I think a lot of these slopes will be able to stay open to mid to late March, and maybe a few sneak in early April. That's always tough because we had a tough start to the year. But again, it's winding down. Certainly we're towards the end of the ski season, but the next couple weekends, still great skiing. Get out there and enjoy it while you can, because eventually it will be spring and we'll have to start dreaming about next winter. Hope you have a great weekend, and as always, think snow. We still got some spring snow chances heading our way in the next week or so.